Hello and welcome, girls and gamers. We're going to talk a little bit today about, honestly, just responding to so many comments that I got on a recent video. It is my third most viewed video on my channel and growing, which is great. I love that. It's about Squadron 42, the new gameplay reveal. It was my reaction to that. Maybe just to clarify a little bit about what's going on in my mind whenever we're, because that was fresh reaction. I didn't explain a lot on some stuff, and it led to a lot of confusion, a lot of comments. It is my most commented video ever on my channel. A lot of people had a lot to say, which is wonderful. I love that. But maybe if somehow you watched that video and you came back and you're like, hey man, let's see what he has to say, this video is for you. As you all know, Squadron 42 put out a gameplay reveal. It was an hour and 18 minutes long or something. Looked great. I'm personally excited for it. In the long and short, I'm sure it's going to be a great campaign. I'm sure it's going to be fun. But I did have some problems, okay? Some problems. And my first problem arose during this scene right here, okay?
I assume they talk to all the rookies that way.
Oh. I don't know if I guess it's a very, base. Yeah, that's my initial reaction. Hearing that voice, I have nothing against the actor that, made that audio sample, but being locked into one of those two, those are your only voices of the person that you're going to hear the entire time you're playing this campaign, would be, let's just say I'd be very disappointed. Let me preface, I understand that there will possibly be more voices, but for this being the gameplay reveal, and those are our two options, and they showcase both of them, I was a little put out, okay? And I know someone had made a comment about, not showing as many options because it's just about expediency. They just put this in to, make it faster, which is fine. It's just like hearing that audio sample and then hearing how I personally speak, I thought you talked to all the rookies that way, I just can't resonate with that voice. And I also can't resonate with the female voice. I personally prefer to play male characters whenever I'm playing a game that has the option to make your own character. Sorry. I personally cannot resonate as a female in almost any video game. Unless it's Leona in League of Legends. She's my queen, okay? To talk about something else, okay? I had noticed that some of the models just looked a little wrong. They looked out of the space. They look soft. And if you look at the main character's model, right, which is probably a character created or even his model or this model looks better than Henry Cavill's model does. Look at the facial structure, the definition, the lighting on it versus how Henry Cavill looks in this instance right here. Also in this instance right here. This was revealed to me that he's done his mocap a long time ago, and probably this model is just old, which is fine. It happens. I just, I noticed it very, very quickly, and I think a lot of other people noticed it too. I understand being very nitpicky and very, pointing out things. This is one of the most well-funded games. I personally have supported the game. I just want to see it do good, and having these little things here and there really does not affect the game that much, but it will turn some people away. Personally, the character creation is my biggest thing. If it's the same exact character creator as Star Citizen, awesome, but I want to have those options. If I was locked into that set, maybe 48 options that we had, voice and model, I would be very, very disappointed. One of my other points that I made that a lot of people agreed with me on was the combat. If we watch how this combat goes, we watch the scripted events, people get insta-gibbed. There's no match for the aliens. But in this situation, as the main character, You know, you take 40% of your damage, maybe not even, you take 22% of your damage for getting ran into, and then they try and stab you. But don't worry, you can do one little maneuver to knock them back, stand back up if you want to. And then you know, but that's just, if the NPC wasn't over here shooting, you know, you would have just shot them at that point. I don't necessarily agree with how survivable this all seems, you know, like even you're getting shot by a laser gun, you know, he has on the lightest armor or some of the lightest armor in the game. I feel like that should do a little bit more damage. I would hope that it would be a little bit more of a challenge, and I understand it's for gameplay purposes. I don't know what difficulty it's set on, but you know, there needs to be levels of easiness for accessibility. But I would kind of wish that, like, hey, you got ran into by a 300-pound alien that's way stronger than humans. I would hope that you would take more than 22% of your damage, you know? Especially considering they're running in and killing some of the, like, Marines, the fully decked out Marines on board the ship, in a matter of seconds. I doubt that the, you know, gunner operator is going to be much more physically able to defend themselves against such an opponent. But overall, I do think that there are some similarities from other games, which is fine, or from other forms of media, which is fine. I just, you know, I can't help but notice them whenever I see them, and I will say that I am 100% in the agreeance. Okay, let me hit you with this. Okay, I understand that this is a well-funded game, and it's okay to have a star-studded cast. This was the main thing that I got commented about, and honestly, I kind of forgot about until now. I get that some of these actors probably did for way cheaper than they usually would charge because of their connections with the creator. As well as Henry Cavill did it for free, as I hear, because he's a fan of the game, which is great, awesome. But I still stand by my point that if you're going to hire someone, sometimes, you know, throwing a bone to the underdog will get you the same level of performance that you would get from an A-list celebrity. If these A-list celebrities that, you know, dedicated their time and efforts for less than what they probably would take if they didn't know the creators is awesome. I love that. But also, you know, hey, we could get some lower D-list celebrities to do the job, and it would probably turn out just fine. It's cool to see stars and whatnot, but also, you know, as an underdog myself, you know, I can't help but wish that, you know, one day someone would throw me a bone, you know? It's a personal preference or a personal, you know, view. But nonetheless, I said several times that I was like, oh man, there's a lot of stars in this game. It is very well funded, so I'm not surprised. I don't think all of the actors chose to, you know, get paid extremely less. If they did, awesome. But, you know, they still got paid for their time because it's still their mode of getting money. But I'm just saying, you know, a D-list celebrity can do a performance that an A-list celebrity could do. The only thing that difference is people know who the D or the A-list celebrity is. People don't know who the D celebrity is. And then if their performance is good enough and the media that they are performing for is good enough, they instantly become a A-list celebrity. Look at Kit Harington, you know? Who knew who he was before Game of Thrones? And now he is in everything. Even Henry Cavill. I knew him from The Count of Monte Cristo as when he was a child, and then he did several other movies, Immortals or The Immortal or whatever the hell movie, and then he did Superman, and then next thing you know, he's in everything. You know? So yeah, just a personal thing. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. But I'm just saying. If you guys want to talk to me about this further, I stream every single day. You can check the link down below. It's usually around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm hoping to get starting earlier as school kind of like laxes out a little bit. I am finishing my degree So that takes a little bit of time away from being able to stream. But there is also, if you can't make it to a stream, the comment section is there for everyone. I do my best to respond to every single comment. Even the comments that I've responded to in this video, I will still be responding with a actual comment, because you guys comment. I love responding to you guys, and I think it's pertinent to have that interaction. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.